marks questions from the chapter Transportation. Let us go into the questions. The first question, what are the three main types of blood vessels in the body? Or the question may also be asked as, what are the vessels that blood circulates throughout the body in human being? The three blood vessels are arteries, veins and blood capillaries. Arteries carry the blood away from the heart and the veins carry the blood towards the heart, whereas the blood capillaries are the minute blood vessels at the tissue level. Observe the image carefully. You can understand what are the arteries, veins and blood capillaries. The next question, what is the largest artery in the body and why it is big? The answer is, the aorta is the largest artery in the body. Observe the diagram. The aorta, the blood vessel which is indicated as aorta, is the largest artery in the body because it has to pump the oxygenated blood to all parts of the body except lungs. So it has to be the strongest blood vessel in our body. The next question, write the differences between systole and diastole. For this we need to draw a table with systole and diastole. Here I have also given the pictures of systole and diastole on their respective sides. Below the table the GIF of heartbeat is given which includes both systole and diastole. Now let us see the differences. Systole is a contracted stage of heart, whereas diastole is a relaxed state of heart. Systole is pumped into the arteries where the human heart chambers are filled with the blood in diastole. During systole, pressure is very high, whereas in diastole, the pressure is very less. Systole is the active phase of heartbeat, whereas diastole is the resting phase of heartbeat. Let us go to the next question. What is the function of valves? The valves are flap-like structures present in between the atrium and ventricles, in the veins and at the beginning of the pulmonary artery and aorta. They are also present in the lymph vessels. The valves help in the unidirectional transportation of blood in the heart and blood vessels for proper functioning. The next question, why do we get swelling in the legs over long journey? During the long journeys, we sit in a position without moving. The lymph collected in the lymphatic system will not be circulated properly as there is no any skeletal muscles activity in our legs, because we sit in a position without any movement. So the lymph remains in the legs itself and causes swelling. But when we move here and there, the movement of skeletal muscle makes the lymph to circulate properly. The next question, look at the diagram and answer the following questions. Just observe the diagram. What does this diagram represent? This diagram represents the single circulation. The next question, give the examples for animals showing such system, that is fish. The next question, look at the diagram and answer the following questions. So, as the single circulation, the same questions will be repeated here. What does this diagram represent? This diagram represents double circulation. Give some examples of animals showing such system or human being, birds, etc. Next question, look at the graph and answer the following questions. There is a graph given here in which the x-axis contains the names of the students, y-axis contains heartbeat and pulse rate per minute. There are two bars, blue color and red color. Let us see the questions. What do the two bars indicate? They indicate the heartbeat and pulse rate. The next question is, what is the relationship between pulse rate and heartbeat? Pulse rate is equal to the heartbeat. The next question, what are the preventive measures for high blood pressure? Or the question may also be asked as, when the BP is tested for Ramanam or anybody, whatever the name may be, it was much more than 120/80. What are the suggestions that you would like to give her on the basis of this reading? The BP is more than 120/80. What suggestions are you going to give to her? The answer is, we really suggest that do the exercises regularly. Morning walk is to be necessarily done. Avoid the food rich in bad cholesterol. take the balanced diet with all necessary nutrients, control the body weight. Right attitude always keeps our blood pressure control and makes us healthy. This is the most important aspect of our healthy attitude, because we should have very positive attitude towards our health. Also need to take the nutrient food. Avoid junk food and follow the breathing exercises regularly. With all these precautionary measures and also the activities, we can control the blood pressure to the normal state. The next question: what precautions would you suggest to your elders about edema? Edema is the swelling during the long journeys. In some elders, the edema will sustain for a longer duration. So this may lead to some problems. So what kind of suggestions would you like to give to them? Do not sit with your feet hanging down for a longer period of time. The next one is go for a walk regularly. Limit the amount of salt in the diet. Do the exercises regularly. Drink plenty of fluids and keep your skin cool in hot environments. Avoid smoking and tobacco intake, as well as take healthy food with required nutrients. All these things will prevent such kind of problems like edema in elders.